What do we need to still further develop and prosper us numerically and financially? First, we need a savings bank.
Mrs. Maggie Walker was an amazing woman. She was an African-American insurance executive, the head of the Independent Order of St. Luke. She founded a bank, the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank, in 1903. And she also really helped shape the Black community both in Richmond and nationally. She worked to set up particularly financial services for people, for Black people. This is in the midst of Jim Crow, or as I prefer to say, American apartheid. She really worked to set up a department store. She had a newspaper she was the editor of. So she's got all kinds of things. So she's doing mortgages, she's trying to do loans. She's really trying to lift up the entire community.
Shall we no longer continue to bury our talent, which the Lord has given us, and just wrap it up in a napkin and hide it away, when it ought to be gaining us other talents?
I knew that the National Park Service, and I used to work for them, had her home in Richmond, but I was told there was another building nearby that was even more important, and that was called the St. Luke Hall or St. Luke Building. So we went in, and then I asked a second time for the students to go and to be videotaping the building so we really could see every wall and every detail and so on. They convinced the owner to go into the attic. And they went up in the attic. One of the young women took a great picture of the discovery of 31 boxes. These are not documents that exist elsewhere. These are not documents that can be replicated.
Let us have a bank that will take the nickels and turn them into dollars. Then, as our patron saint went about doing good, how easily this can be the greatest organization.
When I go out and talk to people about this project, they can't believe that you see personal letters and the hardships she went through. And even during the Depression, her business still maintained itself, even though the Depression was at hand. So it's a lot to tell the young Black children, not only the young Black youth, but all youth, that even though you go through crises in life, that you still can survive and overcome.
And I can just say ditto to everything that she has said. And it's amazing when we look at these documents, just like I'm looking at a document that's dated April 15th, 1930. This was before I was born.
And 2 years after our mother was born.
Yes,
So,
and it's just amazing.
So it's just amazing.
Who is so helpless as a Negro woman? Who is so circumscribed and hemmed in the race of life, in the struggle for bread and meat and clothing as a Negro woman?
The collection is valuable because it tells us things that aren't available anywhere else. It's her perspective and the other people, and particularly the other Black women's perspective, on running a business and on each other and on the world. What do I think they're worth? What's that ad about priceless? I think they're priceless.
Brethren and sisters, let us arise and be strong and work. And I know the Lord will abundantly bless our efforts.